Man finds human skull on beach, let the story commence. Craig was walking down the beach. He went to the beach by himself. He was with his family, and they were getting breakfast, and an argument happened. There's two Waynes and all fighting there. They all had one tablet, and they wouldn't share it, and they were arguing. And Craig went like, you know what, I can't do this. I'm away for a walk. And Mary, his wife, said, "What, you're just going to leave me with him?" I can't do it. I'll be back. I'll be back to half an hour. I'm going for a walk. It's them or nothing. They've been there for fucking 2 weeks, man. 2 weeks, and it was fucking shit. It was in fucking Scarborough. Fucking pish. And he went for a walk on the beach. I'm assuming Scarborough's got. I fucking hope it is. Of course it is. Scarborough Beach. There it is. There we go. Oh, yeah? What? Visit Perth? This is fucking Australia. It's Australia. Scarborough. Oh, there we go. That's more like it. Is it? Aye, there we go. That's more like it. Get everybody with fucking jackets on and all that, freezing. Windbreakers and all that shit. That's more like it. He walked down the beach and he tripped up. He took his shoes off and his socks off. He thought, I'm going to walk with my bare feet. And he fucking kicked. Kicked fucking toes right in this bastard. Yeah, fucking a shell or something. Fuck. Scrape. The thud against the toe, and then the scrape as well. Fuck, he looked back. You know, it's like he was fucking bit. And he looked back and he saw that he was bit. It was the teeth. It was teeth coming through the sand. He's like, fucking what? He looked back and he got out a wee brush and went like that. It was a skull. Not just any kind of skull. No a dog's skull. No a ram's skull. No the skull of a crab. Yes, the skull of a crab. But a human skull. You can just tell. You can just tell. We've all seen it enough in horror films and all that. You know, horror films have got like skulls in them and things like that. Human skull. Here's the strange thing. He then, nearby in Scarborough, one thing you might not know about Scarborough is they've got a very good kind of paleontology sort of archaeology sort of thing, where they can recreate, but based on a skull, they can sort of determine, work out what that person would have looked like. And so he took it along there. And they did the whole clay shite first. He went, you know, fucking date CGI. They went, that's right. We just don't. There's a bit of resistance to moving into the new technology and all that, but you know, we've learned today this. It took us about 10 years to master it, and then is what to do it, even though it's going to be a lot easier and a lot faster. Just feels like a waste of talent. But we'll do that just. Well, we'll do that just now. We've got a guy specifically asking for it. All right then. Put the skull in, let the computer do it. It was over and done with in a second. And they went, here. This is what we think he would look like. And he looked at the screen, he went, this is like a joke, right? I mean, it's like a joke, right? Because the face on the screen was his. He said, no, this is like obviously like maybe a picture you've taken of me. You've accidentally scanned me. What about the skull? And they went, this is the skull. He said, do you see that that's me? They said, aye. There's maybe a mix-up. We'll do it again. So they put the skull in and it rotated and there's the fucking lasers there and everything. Again, it looked like him. And he was like, no, this isn't, something's, you got mixed up. They're saying, we fucking know, and if you say it again, we're going to get a wee bit pissed off with you. He said, "Are you sure?" "Yes, we're sure, and we're sure, and we're pretty please sure we should go on top, sure." We're sure SM7 microphone, sure. Well, that's sure. That's how sure we are. SM7 or whatever it is. The one that I just got the software for, upgraded the software for. That's how sure we are. And he said, "I don't know what this means, but I'm going to put this skull back where it belongs. I don't know if it's some sort of message from the past." They went, "What are you on about? Are you tripping? Have you just been picking up skulls, but been picking up a fucking mushies?" He went, "Oh. I see you later." He went out to the beach and put the skull right back where it belonged, because he just thought it might be a curse. As he was putting it back, 3 wee guys came along. And they went, "What you doing?" I don't know what the accent is in Scarborough. Yorkshire. What you bloody doing?" He went, "Well, what it is..." "Are you fucking Scotch? Are you Scotch? Are you bloody Scotch?" One a bit like, "Me mum says she wishes she was Scottish. She's thinking of moving up there." And one of them hit the other one, hit that one, and went like, "You bloody shut up. We've got to deal with the task at hand, you know." And then, this is what happened. They set him on fire. And his skin was melting, and it slipped off his skull. Like the proverbial cheese off the top of a pish fucking crap pizza. Sort of cheap pizza. Slid right off. But he was still alive. He was still alive. And then they said, "Do you want to see how much we can turn his head around like an exorcist before it comes off?" "Hey, that's a great idea. John, don't say my name. He's heard it now. Oh, we're going to kill him. It doesn't matter." "Oh, yeah, that's right." And they twisted his head 7 times before it came off. They had an argument about it. They went, "His head isn't off, but you can tell that the bones have been detached. That counts as it being off. No, it's just a bit of skin that's holding it on." And another one said, "Well, if it's the skin holding it on, or his hair holding it on, whatever it is, it's on. It's off." They had a bit of a dispute, but because see, when you try and turn the head, the skin stretches and stretches and stretches and stretches. Just think about how much your skin stretches if, let's say, if somebody's pregnant. You don't just fucking start to get a bit big and the skin fucking rips. It stretches. Or if you put on weight or anything like that, or, you know, it's like stretches like fuck. It stretches. So as you're turning it, basically it looks like a... Tell you what it looks like. Hold on. What are they called again? Kind of looks like a yum yum. Your neck looks like that. And it did look like that because he was burnt. You know, so it had like kind of bits of like the whiteness there. As your skin sort of bubbling away, the fat sort of comes out to this, you know, the surface and cooks it. You know, like bacon, if you put bacon under the grill and you see the wee bits of sort of fat and sweat. Your skin sweats fat. It's quite bizarre. Anyway, they knocked fuck up and then they put his bones in the beach. The police came along later to try and find the body because somebody had seen it for the hotel. Actually, it was Mary and the Waynes. They'd watched it, but they didn't say anything because they didn't like him. They didn't like him. And they let him get murdered. And they went down to identify the body. The police dug up the body. When they were trying to find the body, they went, "Is it? Where was it? Where was he killed? Buried? But here then?" And they dug up. There was a skull. "Oh, there you go." But then another officer, they went, "Oh, I've got one here." Another one down the beach went, "I've got one here." They took them all back to that lab, scanned them all in. Every one of them looked like Craig. You had one that looked like Craig now. You had one, they scanned it in and it looked a medieval Craig with a jester hat. They can do that. They can work out by the sort of the face and all that, like what you would have been doing back then. You had one that was a king. He was a king once. So had a crown and everything, and a beard. And one was just different types of people you'd find all down history. And one was a grass for the Romans. One was a grass for the Romans. Like he was here, but he grassed up people here to the Romans. A traitor. And they went like that. How do we explain this? And they went like that. There's no explanation. Grind it all up. They took all the bones, put it through a grinder. So they just had all the powder. And they went, "Get it fucking snorted, lads." And they're all like that. And they started fucking having these mad trips. That like gone back in time and all that. But because it was a mix of times, they were going back to like 1,000 years ago, 2,000 years ago, then back here, but you know, oh well. One, and this is fucking unbelievable, one was to the fucking future. There was a robot Craig. There's wee traces of metal, because the skeleton was metal, you know, the Terminator. Nobody could explain it. And as people started to hit a bad one, you know, they're on a kind of bad one, bad feeling, like, I don't get this, I don't know what's going on, I'm confused. It made them want to just get, you know, dive right into dive right into it even more until it was all done. And when it was done, and they were hitting a come down, they were like, "I need a wee bit." Anybody got in, and they started going out killing cunts and sticking them through the grinder until they died for an overdose of that, and then they, you know, jump in the grinder as a sacrifice for the people yet to come. And that's happening right now. Let's see, I'll show you. Scarborough webcam. There we are. 1 hour ago. There's a Scarborough North Bay webcams. There it is. Oh, I've got to upgrade. Ah, it's only available to Pro members. Ah, it's a shame. Well, it's happened. That's it. Can you see them there? And them there? And them there? And them there? Just there. That's it. I think that's it. That's it all finishing up now. Actually, don't bother going down there. I think it's all finished now. That's it all. You've missed it. You've missed it. That's it all finishing now. Oh, is it? I was wanting to go do it. No, it's a finishing now. Aye, that's them finishing up now. Oh, I was trying to catch it. No, too late. No, it's a finishing up now. That's it finishing now. The end. And that is actually a true story. That's a true story. Everything I said, I wasn't making it up. It's actually a true story. How do I know? I'm one of the skulls. I'm there right now. They've not found me yet. I'm the last one they've not found. Here I am. But how can you be here and there's a skull there? Because I'm a skull for the future. The skull there is me for what I'm going to be like in the future. It's very, very complicated. I'll maybe explain it one day. Thank you very much. Please don't get a rating out of 10. It's actually a true story and it's actually a bit insensitive.